As we've seen more recently than most, with Justice Alito and Justice Thomas and their billionaire uh, club that they are wanting to be a part of, what do you think are the long-term risks when the judicial legitimacy erodes? Like, where are we headed with this?
There are many different ways this could play out. I guess the one that might be top of people's minds is what happens when the court so damages its credibility and legitimacy that the prospect of enforcing the court's decisions becomes more difficult. If we had a Supreme Court that had widespread buy in, that the American public overwhelmingly viewed as legitimate, that political officials from across the political spectrum viewed as legitimate, that would be a court that would be harder to defy. That would be a court whose judgment, the public would call on officials to respect, that officials would feel compelled to respect. And in this environment where you have an executive branch that is, in my view, pretty openly defying some lower court orders and potentially flirting with the prospect of defying the Supreme Court, what you can do in that situation is more difficult with a court that has spent down its reserves of credibility and legitimacy.
Right. And I mean, there's a trust factor that I think goes into this quite a bit, right? Like you're expecting the wisdom of the ages from the Supreme Court, not the consistency of a gnat. And that's where we're currently at. And it blew me away because some of the people that I'm friends with, they literally believe that because Trump is doing what he's doing, that it's legitimate. That oh well, nobody would if it's not legitimate, nobody will let him get away with it, right? But what they're not understanding is that the law is reactionary, not proactionary. Until there's a dispute or a controversy, they don't make laws preemptively. They see the holes, the chinks in the armor, so to speak, and then they make a law.